at night when you got back to the house, he crawled in the bed with you and P and D. Let's talk about
So
it.
me and people were there or whatever, and he was being nice. You know, he was very happy that I had stayed or something. I don't know what he was happy for. Like, I guess he really liked me at that time because he really wanted me to stay. Like, he was not on no like, fuck you, leave. Like that's why when y'all are saying like he got me out the house on purpose, like he did that on purpose so I could get the house out the house. That's why I'm confused about it because I'm like I wasn't like like he was really telling me to stay. He was
But let
telling me
me
to
ask you
stay
a
the first
question.
time.
Well, let me ask you a question. Do you feel, I want you to think about this. Remember when you threatened him, you're going to call the police, you're going to tell Bigo he gave you that $4,000? Now, what if he was just softening you up because he knew he had just hit you in front of P&D and Trina? He slammed you down and put you in a headlock.
Yeah, so he didn't
At
want
the
me to say
time,
anything.
right, you had a lot of power at that time, mama.
And also, let's remember that um when I was at the door leaving with all my stuff, Armani was like, "So you really don't like me?" And I was like, "No." Like I don't like you.
Really?
Like she asked me and I was like, "No."
Really?
Yeah. I was like, "No, I don't." Like I just don't know. Like you cannot be that old to me and not know basic things. Like you have to at least one time in your mind, like you know how to see. This is where I started getting crazy, and I'm just be quiet because everybody's gonna come for me.
Okay, so stay calm. Because we
Yeah,
can we can definitely have a conversation about her on a separate, because I notice when you talk about her, you get very antsy. And I know it goes all the way back to when you gave them 25K, she was able to buy food, clothes, houseware, shampoo, and lotion with your money, and she didn't welcome you in her home. And you basically helped her get a house and she treated you like crap. So that's where, so you guys are clear. This is where her energy for Armani started at.
yeah.
Okay, you
So
guys. So
basically,
so these two separate
I told
things.
him, yeah, I told him to tell her to come back. Like I told him to tell her to come back, and obviously the house is already filled. So this is where bad energy with Armani started. Like I was never at the point of jealousy of Armani when I this all
Okay, hold on
started
for a second.
after
Please. Listen for a second. Hold on. Everyone
I
that's sending out these gifts, hit the three lines at the bottom, go to gift setting, hit the three lines in the bottom, go to gift setting, and turn off the gifting sound. A
okay.
big drip.
So
Go to the three lines at the bottom and hit gift setting and turn it off.
I was like, and like it was just a weird vibe. Like even when we had went to the club like one night for the first time, and I'm like, oh damn, like we about to turn up, we about to have fun. Like Armani was like the party pooper. Like my feet are starting to hurt. Her feet started hurting, so we had to leave the club. Like you've been wearing these heels for 3 years and they still hurt your feet, baby. Like no, just sit down and take the pain. We trying to have fun.
Okay. So we're gonna definitely have a separate conversation about our money. But we definitely want, and I want to ask you how you feel about this, Boss Life. We want TKO to pay for what he did to you. How, when I say that to you, what do you think I mean by that, and how does that make you feel?
I think you mean like you want me to cancel TKO, and I feel like we need to cancel TKO. He played with
Okay,
me.
and cancel him how?
Cancel him by we need to get him off of this app. Like he don't need to be on no other app. He needs like I don't know. It's just like I just feel like not cancel him, but I feel like it's a very important time for, us to make sure that people don't go through this. Like, he even has another girl coming to his home, and how do we know she's not just there to help and give money and blah, blah, blah. Like, there's
Well,
no
Boss
real
Life, this
policy.
is the thing. The only way you can know that he's not going to hurt another girl, TKO needs to be held accountable. TKO needs a little. He needs a little vacation in the big house in this pen, baby. Based on your story and the things that he's done to you, he needs to go take a little vacation. Do you know what I mean when I say vacation?
I know what you mean by that little vacation. Okay, the little
Okay. And
vacation.
that's the
This is
only way
what
you're
I've
gonna
been.
save the girls. That's the only way you're gonna save the girls, boss life, is by telling your story in detail, not just to Bigo, but to that DA. He has a court case coming up.
So I mostly will say I definitely want my revenge from TKO. I need something in this order. I need some type of justice. I don't believe it's fair that I'm receiving all this backlash from this. He hasn't put no money in my pocket. He
Mm-hmm.
hasn't done anything but bash my name over and over and over when I have all these stories and all these proof. He don't have a story. The only story TKO is telling is the story that um the only story he's telling is that I drove his car. That's the only story he's telling. There's nothing else I did to him. He has done all this to me. So he has a video, he has a recording of my voice saying that he never did anything or blah 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 blah. And he's not supposed to record voices. It's illegal. So even though he did put his hands on me, he thinks that that's going to save him even if I
Okay.
do report the story or they ask me to
Well,
be a witness.
let's talk about that night. Let me take everyone to that night. Tell us about that night from when it started when he was on live.
From that night we were drinking. Oh my god, that was crazy. That night was crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Like this is where it's like this is where it gets weird because I would know I wasn't in my right mind. Like this is where the problems become harder because this is where I was at a more vulnerable state. I was probably in a child state of mind. And I don't want to be there. You know what I mean? Like I don't even want to think about it. Like that shit is just so bad. Like I'm grown. You know what I mean? Like
Mm-hmm.
I'm like I'm grown. Like so it's just like when it thinks about like I have so
So
many other
before you
people.
start, tell me who all was in the house first and what were you guys drinking?
We were drinking Henny,
Okay.
and I
Who
drink
was all in the
tequila.
house?
So
Now,
it
who
was
was all
first.
there
It was just me and Lotus
at first?
at first.
Okay. What's happening? Tell me what's happening at the time.
Um. So we like got the drink in the beginning. I didn't. He was supposed. Okay, so this is the night that he's supposed to go out with Armani to eat food. Remember? So this
Yes.
is the night
He was
he's
supposed
supposed
to
to.
go out. She was going to take him out and pay for his dinner. Yes.
Yes. So this is what happened, right? So I got my check from my lawyer. I got my check from my lawyer. Um, like at the beginning of the week, it came in. Um, I don't even want to say I'm saying this girl name. So TKO texted me one morning when I was at work. This is after I gave him my check, the extra $2,000, and this is after we had went out to eat something because I got money. He was supposed to take me to get my hair done. He was supposed to take me to get my nails done and stuff like that because we were supposed to be doing a video the following week. So he was going to do this with my money that I just gave him, and we were supposed to be doing the video the following week. So then at the end of the week, Armani had just started working like a month ago after she already took 2 months off. I've been working for 2 months. She's been chilling for 2 months. This is when I guess he knows Armani's pregnant, but I don't know Armani's pregnant. So then she had like, just finished working, blah, blah, blah. So I guess he texts me saying, oh, like complaining, like, oh, you've been getting all these checks. It's like Thursday, so I'm about to get my check tomorrow. You've been getting all these checks and you haven't given me none. Armani just started working and she already is offering more than you. She told me she'll pay every single bill. He sent me all the screenshots. I have all the screenshots of her saying, I'll pay this bill, I'll pay this bill, I'll pay this bill. And I said to him, I said, don't come for me. When I came around here, you said you was going to pay every bill. I gave you more than enough money. This is when I started getting fed up. I gave you more than enough money. If I'm working, this is for myself. I'm already spending my whole check tomorrow on your light bill because I have to pay the light bill before Thanksgiving because I'm not going to have enough money. My check is the day after Thanksgiving, pretty much. So I have to spend all my, I didn't know my check was going to come a day early before Thanksgiving. So I have to spend all my money on this check right here, and I'm not gonna have nothing but $80 left to spend for the whole week because I have to pay this light bill. So he complaining, oh, I'm not giving him no money, blah blah. Meanwhile, he got money. So I'm like, no, I didn't come here to pay all your bills. I said, if a female want to pay your bills, oh well. So then he sends me the thing. I thought it was a random girl from Bigo or something. So then he sends me the it's our money to pay all the bills. So I'm like, damn, like sis, like don't do that. Like we don't like I'm only trying to work 4 or 5 hours. I'm only trying to work so many hours. He got money to pay the bills. He has the money to pay the bills. It should not fall under my hands to pay the bills or for him to get mad at me this quick. He can at least say, oh, Armani's offering $2,000 a month because she's working to help pay the bills. Can you help out with $2,000 a month? Next month, can you just work a little bit harder? Because you already gave me this $2,000 from this check. You just gave me a bunch of money. So I have extra money for this. I have extra money for this month's rent because you just gave me your lawyer check. It's supposed to be yours. So next boss life next month, can you offer a little bit of money? Can you go work a little bit harder for a little bit of money? Can you work a little bit harder for a little bit of extra money?
All
Right?
right, so let me
But
stop
he's
you
going
right there. So hold on. So you bringing him 25, you bring him 25,000 in August,
then
and
I
then in
went back
September,
to then I went back to Boston. I made $6,000. I was supposed to make
we
more
got
money,
the
but
receipts
I
you gave him. We got the receipts from September. It was 2,500 on September the 11th, 2,500 on September 13th. September 17th was 2,000, and then the 26th and the 27th. It total up to like a little about 6 grand. So 25K in the month of August, an extra 5,500 in September, and now 2 months later, he still need more money to pay the bills. It's almost 30 grand.
right. And then I just gave you this check that's 33 or 32 $3,300. So this is where it was 30 grand, but this is where the 33 grand comes in. I just gave you this check money. We just cashed it together. And I just gave you this check money. So now you have money for your rent. If Armani gonna come and say, "Oh, I want to pay all the bills," all you could say is, "Oh, make sure you're working hard enough next month so you can help with these bills too," because Bigo is getting tiring. But you're not even able to open your own mouth and tell me what to do without her giving suggestions. This is the same thing when I'm talking about that Armani has had to send him a message about the Ozempic thing for fat. This is the same thing where I'm talking about she had to send him that so he can come to me and tell me, here, you want to do this weight loss thing? Armani said it's good. Armani said, I'm going to pay all the bills. So that means Boss Life should pay all the bills too. No, you open your own mouth, TKO. She not the pimp. Like, why is she low key pimping in the background? So so now I'm in problems with you because she's deciding that she wants to say she's going to pay all the bills. You see what I'm saying? Like, so I'm like, no, that's not fair. Like, I got upset, blah, blah. So then it was like,
So
oh,
I
well,
get
can
what
you?
you're saying. Okay. So
Yeah.
you've already given him about 30 grand, but with her saying I'm gonna pay all the bills, now he's trying to compare apples to oranges and say, well, she's gonna pay the bill, boss life. What you gonna do?
So now I'm saying I'm not doing nothing. I still got the messages. I'll send you the messages later, but I'm saying I'm not doing nothing. I'm telling him I gave you all this bread, you know, why are you coming from me acting like I don't do nothing over here? He's over here talking to me rude. Oh, you're being lazy. You're not working enough. Pretty much he told me that I need to pretty much he told me he's not picking me up from work because it's too fast. He need to sleep. When he dropped me off, he don't want to come get me 4 hours later because he want to sleep all day long. And I'm like, nigga, like, so I'm like, okay, fine. Like, so that's when he started complaining, like, oh, you don't work enough, blah, 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 blah. Because Armani got a job that she works 3 days a week from 8 a.m. to 5:30 at night. But my job, I work 4 or 6 hours a day, 6 days a week. So if we're not working the same amount of hours, we're working I'm working more hours, but it just seems like she's working. I don't know where his brain is at. That's the thing. So he's over here telling me I'm not working enough because she's working so early in the morning to so late at night, but she's only doing Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. What about Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday when she's just sitting in her room? Like, you not realizing that? But I'm the one who's getting up on those days and going to work. Just because I'm coming home around 3 p.m., 4 p.m. doesn't mean nothing.
Mm.
So I'm just like, this shit crazy. So then, yeah, so I said, no, I gave you more than enough money. Like, I'm not dealing with this, blah, blah, blah. So then he was like, pretty much like, oh, he was pretty much like, um, oh, and I'll let you
I
know.
know this
I,
part. Y'all ain't gonna troll my interview and y'all ain't gonna ruin my interview for me. I can tell y'all that in the comments. My people. I can tell y'all that I this is my room and I run this room. My folk. I can tell y'all that. Go ahead, baby.
so pretty much like once, I don't remember this exact argument, but I still have it. But I was pretty much like, nah. He was like, oh, I'm going to the gym twice, and then me and Armani are going out to eat. So since him and Armani were going out to eat, I was like, you know what? Let me just work a few extra hours because I do need my own money in my own pocket. And so I stayed at work for 2 hours. I'm thinking they're going out to eat. This is on the this is on Thursday night that they said they were going out to eat. So when I got back, I had took the bus and everything. Um, they didn't end up going out to eat. And I'm like thinking, like, did he not go out to eat because I didn't come home on time? Like, or something? Like, did he try to wait for me because I got on the bus? So it takes an extra hour. You know what I mean? So
So you already 30 grand in, but you get to catch the VIP bus.
right, because he don't want to wake up. Exactly. So you know what? I started doing a lot of things on my own, and I telling you, once I started talking about Armani on live, I didn't even use Armani's pots and pans or dishes. I bought my own because I already know how to take care of a household. I already know how to do certain things, so I wasn't even gonna use her. I didn't even sweep the floor because that was her broom. No, I was done. So then when so then I got on the bus and then they didn't go to the eat. So the next day he said now they're going to eat. Um
So let
and
me
he picked
explain
me
something to y'all. It had done got so what she's saying is it had done got so petty in the house. Everything she did was trying to be compared to Armani. So it's kind of like this man is separating these girls. It's supposed to be a sisterhood. But if
yeah.
Armani do it, why can't you do it? Armani didn't do it, why won't you do it? And remember when she brought her 25,000, she wasn't allowed to buy toothpaste. She wasn't with her $25,000. All she wanted was a pillow for her bed. Remember? She wasn't allowed to buy a pillow. So everybody keeps thinking she's jealous of her money. Just listen. If you give a man $25,000 and when and then you give him that $25,000, now you guys are going together to shop for the new house with your $25,000. She wanted
Yep.
shampoo for her hair. He said, nope. I want a pillow for my bed. He said, nope. I want this nice comforter set for my bed. No. But Armani
Yeah.
said, let me get soap, let me get lotion, let me get shampoo, let me get toiletries, and let me
Cool. Look, we've been having some cool people up here. I don't want to, get no, people that's up here just going to troll. All right. What up, money make me come? Can we get to this fifth star real quick? Can we get to this fifth star real quick? Seductive. Let me see. That's right. I don't lust after him, but I love the hell up. No, thank you, JW. You give her a cease and desist. Seven treasures. Once you prove she's lying, sue her. Guys, because of the cancer, what you cancel on her. You know me. Let me see. I remember when Pete interviewed the girls. He figured out they lied. Yeah, that shit was crazy. That's the only. I ain't gonna say that's the only time, but that was one of them interviews that they gave me some type of respect for Pastor P. I think after that, it was kind of, I kind of kept it more neutral with him when they was trying to do interviews just like this. You know what I'm saying? And thank you, JW. Thank you with the girl that was on that case. And then when everybody called out that that girl was lying, I'm like, oh my shit. Okay, y'all can actually, motherfuckers do got a brain. But in this case scenario, people already know what it is, and they still just like, man, we just hate that nigga. We cannot, because they look at it like, man, we don't want him to win. I'll be just seeing certain things. I'm like, it's not about winning. Like, y'all really got that? Y'all, we gotta go the fuck up.
Yes.
You get off work and you got to wait an hour and a half for a ride.
Right. So then when I get to the car, when I get my phone died, so I'm like looking back and forth to see if he's on this side or this side. He was on the side of my work. I'm going running back and forth for about 30 minutes because he said he's gonna be here in 10 minutes, right? My phone is on 1%. I'm running back and forth all the way around, all the way around, all the way around to see where he's at, where's he's at. And he ended up on this side. He told me my phone died, so I put it on the charger inside of the mall because I was working by the mall. So I put it on the charger inside the mall, and I plugged it in, and I plugged it in.
This is the
And
night of the
I
incident, y'all. Oh, hold on. For everyone that's
this is
listening,
my
this is the
accident.
night of the incident. She's just telling the long version. This is the night.
Yeah, so I plugged it in, my phone put on the charger, and once it put on, I called him, and he like, "Where the fuck are you?" About ignorant as hell. And I'm like, I like smile. I was like, you just got here because I put my phone on the charger, and once it went on, that's when I picked up the phone and I looked at my messages and it said three. Once I hung up the phone, I'm like, I'm coming. What side are you on? He's like, where you're supposed to be, which is at work. But it's like my job's closed. I got out of work out. I got out of work almost 2 hours ago. You think I'm finna sit in my job for 2 hours to go show them that this nigga I'm with is 2 hours motherfucking late? That's embarrassing. So I went to the mall. I waited inside of the mall because the mall, my work is connected to the mall. So he like sitting out there with an attitude. He gonna be like, "Bitch, hurry the fuck up." So I ran to the car. No, I was walking, and I was walking to the car. He like, "Bitch, hurry the fuck up." So I started because I'm like, I'm scared type shit. So I got in the car, and I he was like, I got in the car and he went on Bigo. And this is when he was on Bigo and we were kind of like at this little car show. And then he was trying to make me laugh and like trying to make me happy. And that's when he was like, "Oh, I'm Jeffrey Dahmer." He was being weird. So I said, "Yeah, you are Jeffrey Dahmer." So then he went to the liquor store and he bought the Henny. And he was like, "Oh, Trisha's going to be here at 9:30. So make sure that ready, like take a shower and put on something, like get dressed or whatever." So
Okay, so
then,
Trish is the admin.
yes. So then
Okay.
he got home. I went upstairs. I was like, I was already stressed out because I'm like, this nigga really left me outside of work for this long. Like he over here basically using his car against me. Like he not bringing me when I need to. Sometimes I gotta take the bus. Sometimes I gotta take an Uber. Like this ain't working out for me. So I was like, you know what? I went on live. I was like, nah, I'm about to start going live. I can stack up enough money to maybe get a car out here, something to drive. Because I didn't like how to depend on him. Because why did I have to wait for over an hour and a half? And why do I have to take the bus that takes an hour to get back from work? You know what I'm saying? So I said, I'm um I got on
That
Bigo
left
and
party, that left party gift
I
is
went
messing everybody
downstairs.
up. But go ahead.
He's like taking my phone. He's like telling me to get off Bigo. So my Bigo ended up off. But this is when he was already drinking. So remember the drink happened. Did the thing on live where it looks like he kissed me. Our mom upstairs and was like, "Oh, you're drinking," and she was sad. And I was in a robe, so it couldn't be my fault. He was already dressed, mind you. TKO was dressed. Armani was sitting in her room on live. She said, "Are you ready to go?" He was already home for over a half an hour. Even though he bought the Henny, he didn't crack it until 20 minutes after he got home. She never came downstairs and said, "I'm ready to go." She was on live the whole time. So once she saw him with me, she came downstairs and said, "Oh, now you're drinking," and was upset. But so then she went to the place by herself. She went to eat by herself, which she says This is Boss Life's second time not letting us go out to eat. That's what she said to the
Mhm.
people. This is the second time not letting us go out to eat. This is what she said on live. People were coming into my live because I told you I was live. So now I have to get off live because I haven't been going live at TKO's house because every time I get on live, it's drama. It's drama. It's drama. Every time I get on live, it's, oh, you want to be like Armani, or you're rude to Armani. Now I'm on live and it's, oh, you ruined their date. You did this, you did that. So I just got off live. I'm like, fuck this. Like, I can never get on live and just make a little bit of money. It's always an issue. So I said, you know what? I'll leave this alone. So now they're giving me this drama, and I'm like, you know what, I was just laughing because I'm looking at him and I'm like, why would you drink if she knows you don't want her drink? I'm laughing at him. Why would you drink if you know she don't like it? Like I'm laughing, and one side of my brain I'm like, are you doing this to the girl on purpose? Like, do you really not want to go out with her? You know she don't like you to drink. Are you doing this shit on purpose? It's
So
funny.
you're
And then
trying to say, so you're trying to say he got drunk on purpose so he didn't have to go out with our money.
I'm not trying to say that's what he did, but I'm trying to say, why would he drink if he knows she doesn't like it? You know
Gotcha.
what I mean? Like, are you doing it on purpose? It's like, it's just funny, and I'm not trying to question him because, but he knows I'm looking at him sideways. He knows what it is. And then on the other hand, I'm like, but Armani, why can't you just say you can drive tonight? He can still go, even though he's drinking. Let him enjoy himself because he's a man. Even if she doesn't want to drink because she wants to be sober or she's pregnant, he's still a man. So he can still have the right to have a little drink. But Armani can drive, or we can take an Uber, or why don't we just do Uber Eats and we can drink. We can do Uber Eats and we can chill inside. But she decided to go play that night and go take the Uber by herself and eat alone instead of just doing the grown woman thing and just
Okay.
sacrificing for her man a little bit.
Okay. So let's get here because I don't know if you told this part. I want to get into, so this is the same night. I want to talk about Lotus a little bit and the parts that she played in making you feel uncomfortable.
Okay.
I don't know if you mentioned this, but one of the parts in particular is when TKO pulled you in the room alone. Remember that?
Yeah.
And what he did, he was like, "Loaded." Tell everyone how that took place, and then we'll get right back on it because I want them to hear this.
So how that took place, with wait, with the room thing, her wearing his robe.
No, and he called Lotus like, "Lotus, look."
Oh, okay. So when Armani was gone, I don't know if he was maybe upset or something, but it seemed like he went into a trance, like a paranormal trance, and he just got very aggressive, but it was in a sexual manner. Like he just wanted to bam, and like it was like now or never, but he was very upset. So he was like trying to like, remove my clothing in the middle of the hallway, and he had tried to be funny and be like, so before this, oh no, he had tried to be funny and be like, oh, Lotus, look, and this is my privacy. What the heck? And I'm telling him, I'm like, no, go in the room. Like Armani, like I didn't know she was there though, because I could do all that if she was in the house. So I'm like, no, like,
So let's stop for a second. So he gets her undressed and then tells Lotus to come and look at her naked body.
yes. So I'm like, damn. So that he like doing the most, and she looks and laughs like, this is what we're blah blah blah. And I was like, wow, like no. So then I'm like, no, you need to close this door, blah blah blah. So he's already very aggressive, and I don't know what this is about, but it was so bad. Like it was so bad. I'm thinking, like, is he just really feeling this way, or is this some aggression coming from the situation that's going on? Like, what is going on here? I know he's not doing this if she's here. So this is during the time that he's supposed to be out to eat and I'm supposed to be getting ready to do music with Trish and Lotus tonight, right? And drink the Henny that he bought. So now this is happening, blah blah blah. During the time, Trish rings the doorbell. So she's here. So Boss Life don't even have no time to get ready now. TKO already
Mm.
drank the whole bottle of Henny. You know, TKO already drank the whole bottle of Henny. So now we're sitting here and we're sitting here and we're Trish is here. So I was like, okay, well, I'm gonna go get a shower. So that's why I was wearing the clothes I was wearing, and my hair was how my hair was. I had to take a shower while Trish was already there. So yeah, and then he got another bottle of Henny. I told him I don't like Henny. I like tequila. He wouldn't buy the Henny at the tequila for me at the liquor store because I don't really drink Henny, so I don't know how Henny makes me act. This is when we were inside of his room, and I don't know if Armani's there the whole time. So I really don't know where she was this whole time. That was the tea I had told earlier on the drama sound off. I don't know if this whole time she was hanging out with Reese because I don't know if she's pregnant. You know, this time I still don't know she's pregnant. You know, I don't know if she decided to fake the lie and do something like, oh, you're drinking and leave by herself in an Uber and get off of hang out with her last nigga because she upset because somebody who really wants to be with their man is gonna make sure they be with their man. They're gonna make a scene right there. All she did was say walk away. You know what I mean? Like
Okay,
it wasn't like
so we don't know Armani's in the house yet. So we'll just put Armani off to the side for a moment because I want to get to the part where he busts the Henny
these are
bottle.
hours later.
Okay,
So
hours later. Okay,
then,
so
then
Trish is
we're
here.
sitting.
Okay, so hold on. So let's reset for a second. So he told that lady to look at your body. All right, you felt uncomfortable. He was being aggressive. So now you've gotten dressed. So now Trish is there now. This is the admin.
Yeah.
Armani, is she here now for the bottle for the Henny? Okay.
No. So even how went this is the thing. We even came downstairs at one point, I'm pretty sure. Oh yeah, we even came downstairs and we were playing truth or dare. And there's no sign of her still. During this truth or dare, TKO says, I dare you to kiss Lotus. And I said, no. Like, why would you dare me to kiss rotten tooth mouth? Nasty. That's what I said. I didn't say it, but I'm like, no. And then it's like, why would you do that type of dare? And somebody says, no, I'll just drink the shot. Like, I'm not trying to be rude to the girl or disrespectful, but why would you even put me in that predicament? Because you're doing it, TKO? Because you
Mhm.
think it's normal? Ugh. So I was like, no. Like, so that was another thing. And then when we went upstairs, and she's already very comfortable with him, mind you, she's already very, very comfortable with him. She'll dance around him. They've been drinking Henny together. They're chilling. They're chilling. So we go upstairs. I'm already drunk, right? And I'm sitting on the couch, and Lotus, this is like, I'm out of my mind. I keep telling you, I'm out of my mind there. Like, I'm not there. So she had came up to me and she like gave me a hug, or something, or was like touching on me, and I'm just like I want to chill out, guys. Like, you know, like y'all already annoying, like y'all already aggy, like y'all already touching on me. Like, there's a point in time where I'm drinking too much alcohol and I need to sit back. This is probably half of the Henny bottle is already gone. We bought 2 Henny bottles, a big one and a small one. So this is half the time where the big Henny bottles already half gone. So I'm laying back like this, like, you know, when you drunk, Henny. First of all, Henny is not a lit liquor. It's a chill vibe liquor for me, at least. So I come back and I sit like this. I sit like this. You know what I mean? Just chilling, vibing out. And they're like, "What's wrong, boss life? Like, get up. Like, no, like, leave me the fuck alone. Like, I'm trying to chill out. Like, I need to capture my mind." So that was the Lotus thing. And then, yeah, it ended up from there.
Wait,
We had two.
okay, so wait, you're laying back, and what does Lotus do? So she hugs you. What
Yeah,
happened in
she
that
had
situation?
kissed me right here on my chest. And she was like, "We're just loving you, boss life." And I'm like, but at this time I don't need love. Like, I'm trying to get this drunk off of me. I'm too drunk. Like, I'm trying to lay back and relax. Like, I just need my own personal time and space right now. Like, I don't want to say Lotus was molesting me or doing anything weird or being a sexual predator, but they were not giving me my space. They were bothering me. They're telling me, let's go, let's get up unless like boss life, boss life, boss life, and I'm just trying to lay down. Like, you don't need to come up to me. Like, you don't need to try to force me to do anything. Like, when I want to get up, I will get up.
But you did say her mouth went down in your chest.
Yeah, she like kissed me on my chest and she was like, we love you, like this is love. And I was like, this is love, like, type of thing, because y'all I keep telling you, I stopped drinking 2 years ago, so I've had to find different tactics on how to, if I'm gonna drink, how to not be drunk, and one of them is sitting back and collecting my thoughts.
Are you
So
cold, boss life? How are you doing?
I'm fine. I'm
Okay.
fine.
So let's switch a little bit. So now I want to talk about, this is the same night, y'all. This is the same moment. Let's talk about when Lotus said you're playing in his face.
Yeah, this is the part that pisses me off, because this is a part that technically fucked up everything. Like, this is at the end of the night. We had went to Wendy's already, everything. And TKO, I mean, TKO been off live. I had
Lotus
on
is a
his
girl, everybody. Lotus is a woman. She's the woman with the issues with her teeth that's in TKO's house right now. She's supposed to be his assistant, allegedly. But from what I heard from Boss Life, you think they've had a sexual relationship.
Yeah, something of that matter, because she is very comfortable with him. Once again, she wakes up, she's supposed to be his assistant, but she's basically every
She's
live
cold.
he has, she's sitting. I'm cold. Every live
Mm-hmm.
he has, she's sitting in the kitchen. um Sorry, I'm getting up. Every live he has, she's sitting in the kitchen. Every live he has, she'll get dressed in her nicest clothes, put makeup on, while me and Armani are, oh, it's snowing outside, that's why. Well,
Mm-hmm.
me and Armani are sitting back, with our hair messy, pajamas on. She's the one getting dressed up, putting makeup on. So in my head, I'm like, I think she want to be with him. She was on poly auditions. She must like him. He's letting her
Mm-hmm.
eat whatever she wants. Lotus is allowed to eat anything, where I was telling you. So I'm like, he's over here telling me I need to lose weight, or I'm not eating the correct food. So in my head, I'm thinking maybe he does like Lotus. Maybe they are doing something. You know what I mean? Like, why is she getting all this special treatment? And I'm not. So
All right,
yeah.
let's go. Let's go into where she says you playing in his face. So his live had ended, correct?
Yeah, so he got banned off of his live.
Okay.
He got banned off of his live. And
Yeah, bear with
on
me.
his live, had gone on his live. So the night over, he got banned 30 days. He went for 30 days.
I think we
So
got
the
some
live
Legiana.
over.
But it's her. So remember, whenever you want us to move you to another place, let us know. So we've already discussed, you guys. If she wants an Uber to go to another place, she can. So she has a safe word when she's ready. It's good now. You're back. Okay. You can just
All right,
whisper.
good.
Hold on.
So
Okay. Oh,
he
well, you
had,
lagging. You're lagging on.
he
Are we lagging
got
on? So where she says, "Imp, I'm cold. Buy me a Uber and let's take me somewhere warm." That's her safe. That's what I mean. She's home, you guys. It's just she got to be quiet. Turn your Wi-Fi off. They said, Boss Life. She got to be quiet in her mom's house. So she was just sitting out in the car, but it's cold